Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel dedicated to such topics as human design, manifestation and entrepreneurship. I recently realized that I've never really made a proper introduction to the human design system, its values, and more specifically, how can someone who has their own business or is an aspiring entrepreneur take advantage of the knowledge that human design provides. So today's video is going to be dedicated to the human design system itself and the value of the system for entrepreneurs. However, before I get started, I wanted to make a quick introduction. My name is Ina, and I help aspiring and existing entrepreneurs get their business, their productivity, their fulfillment to the next level using such systems as human design, gene keys, and manifestation principles. And also, by the way, I have prepared a very comprehensive guide called Business Success Strategy based on your human design type that I think will be really valuable for any aspiring or existing entrepreneur. This is a comprehensive guide that explains what is that business success strategy if you are a generator, a projector, a manifesting generator, and so on and so forth. So if you know your human design type, feel free to download this free guide and the link will be in the description section. So let's get started. So, what is human design in simple but yet clear language? Well, human design is an esoteric system that visually represents both conscious and subconscious characteristics of your body. In other words, your vehicle in which your soul, your consciousness, your spirit were incarnated at the time of your birth. And the key message of the human design system is that every single body, every single vehicle is extremely unique. That's why human design is also called a system of differentiation. And what human design really tells you is how to navigate that vehicle that you were given at the time of your birth correctly. And for example, if you don't really know anything about your body, you, for example, don't know what car model you've got, what type of gearbox it has, what type of fuel it requires, what parts it consists of, how to drive this vehicle to get the best driving experience, and how to finally look after this car so it doesn't break down in the middle of the road and serves you long term, then simply you don't know anything about your body. You don't know anything about the car you own, and don't then get too disappointed if you experience burnout, you feel frustration, you're dissatisfied with yourself, with your productivity, and you simply don't get the results that you want in your business. And from my own experience, this is actually what often happens. Most people, more specifically entrepreneurs, they navigate their vehicles as if they are sports cars, when in fact the cars they've got are normal crossovers that were not built for such a fast driving. So think of human design as a vehicle that reveals your inner energy mechanics. And the bodygraph, which is an individual mapping of each person, it reveals your genetic makeup, and it explains how our energy is meant to engage correctly with the world. So if you are an entrepreneur, what type of information you can extract from your body graph? Well, first of all, I personally believe that every entrepreneur should build their business around their potential, around their true natural skills and talents. But first of all, one should really know what are those strengths, what are those skills, but also where is that potential hidden, because it's not always obvious. As you know, a lot of people are looking for that higher purpose for many years, and yet they struggle to find it. So human design can actually tell you where is your potential hidden, what are your strengths, what are those skills, and more importantly, how to self-actualize, what strategies you can use to live in alignment with who you are, and how to build your business around that. And you can invest in the most expensive courses. You can follow as many gurus as you want. You know how many business strategies are out there, how many business models are there, but how do you know which one to pursue that is truly aligned with who you are? Well, even knowing, for example, your human design type, which is, I would say, the first thing I would recommend for any entrepreneur to pay attention to. Only this information alone can tell you whether you were born to guide other people, whether you are born to pursue a creative activity, to impact other people with your progressive thinking, or whether you are born to, for example, market your business, your products on multiple platforms. That type of information can be extracted already from understanding what is your human design type. And that's why I almost see no point in following the advice of other people, following other gurus, because the advice they give is based on their own body graph, what works well for them. And there is no surprise why we invest in so many expensive courses, but those strategies, they simply don't work for us because they are not in alignment with who we really are. So to sum everything up, your true potential is already imprinted in your DNA, and step number one is to understand what is it. And so the next benefit of the human design system for all entrepreneurs is that it tells us how to make correct decisions, how to work smarter versus harder, and how to use our energy reserves more efficiently to avoid burnout, frustration, self-sabotage, resistance. And I personally think that decision making is a big part of life for any entrepreneur. We make decisions each day, starting with what type of content to create, how to position ourselves, how to sell our products or services. And I also believe that the quality of our life and the success of our business really depends on the quality of the decisions that we make. And human design actually tells us that there are 7 strategies for decision making, and every body graph, every person has their own unique strategy to make those correct decisions. And basically, it's a framework that tells you what to focus on in your business. How to actually not get stuck in that plethora of choices, how to not get distracted on those shiny objects, and that most of the time lead us to, again, frustration, anger, resistance, self-sabotage. So once you know that information, and more importantly, you know how to apply that information in your marketing strategy, in the way you sell your products and services, this will most likely lead you to living a more productive life, and as I've mentioned before, will help you really work smarter versus harder. So I strongly recommend, if you're an entrepreneur, to understand what is the strategy to make decisions, but also how to use it in real life. And now moving to the next benefit of the human design system, which is understanding how to position and market ourselves to be seen as an expert. Human design can actually give us some clues on what could be our unique selling point, and how can we build our personal brand around our uniqueness, so that we can stand out and never ever think of our competition. A lot of people invest a lot of money in personal branding. They try different strategies, but those strategies not always work. And human design can actually tell us what is our profile. And our profile, in other words, that's like our public image. Our profile consists of conscious and subconscious perception of who we are. And because a part of it is subconscious, we are not always aware on how other people see us. But once you have this information about yourself, you understand what is that profile, what is the line. If you want to get into even more detail, then you can easily figure out how to build your personal brand around that conscious and subconscious perception of who you are. So I strongly recommend you do that. And I can just like kind of tell you how I'm using this information in my own business. I'm 5.51, and 5 is all about practicality. It's like people see me as an expert, as a leader, but I kind of use this knowledge of my profile to give people a practical advice. That's why I don't just for example, offer the human design analysis, just like some general understanding of your chart. I tell people exactly how to use the knowledge that human design provides in your business, how to practically apply it within your marketing and sales strategy. So you can do the same, and that will be very natural for you because that's already who you are. But again, just because a part of it is subconscious, you need to do some extra digging and really understand what is that subconscious part of your image that you not always see. And so now, moving to the next benefit of the human design system, it can actually indicate our areas of development, those areas of our life and business where we might be vulnerable and prone to the negative conditioning. And if you really look at a modern entrepreneur, I really like this picture. I would say the most common issues we have are like lack of motivation and enthusiasm, low energy, we are burned out, we struggle with procrastination and general like poor productivity, information overwhelm, shiny object syndromes, resistance and self-sabotage to take action. And all those juicy things are really the reason why we haven't achieved our business goals yet. Why we are slow, why we get stuck, why we don't really feel well. And guess what? Your body graph can actually tell you, for example, your open energy centers, where is the source of the negative conditioning? What are your vulnerabilities and areas of development? And when you start your open centers, for example, really well, but also I would say your defined centers, because there is a concept called not self-theme. We can always, having our strengths doesn't mean that we are actually using our strengths. We might actually use the opposite side, which is like the shadow of your gate or of your channel. So once you understand those areas of development, your weaknesses, you will gain some extra awareness of what you need to address, what you need to fix and work with to really resolve those issues that really prevent you from succeeding. And I often say to people that having like open energy centers, yes, this is your area of development, but the source of the negative conditioning potentially, but also this is your wisdom, this is what you can actually monetize. This is something that if you figure it out, this can help you break your income glass ceiling and help you get your business to the next level, if you really understand like the root cause of your major weakness, for example. So I strongly recommend you understand not only your strengths, but also your areas of development, because that is most likely the reason why you are not where you want to be now. And now, last but not least, a human design system can give you that clarity and peace of mind you are probably looking for. Clarity on your vision, clarity on your next action steps, clarity on your true desires versus the result of the negative conditioning, clarity on your skills, strengths, your higher potential, clarity on how to manifest the reality of your dream, how to achieve your goals in business in a smart way, and finally a peace of mind that you are on the right track, or maybe a revelation, a breakthrough moment, what you've been doing wrong, like what do you need to do to fix that, why you are stuck. I think this is quite a powerful stuff, and even though I'm trying to give people practical advice on how to get there, but I'm also using this knowledge myself to constantly be clear around who I am and that I'm doing the right type of action, I'm making the correct decisions which help me just feel better, feel at peace and be more confident in my business. So human design can truly become a breath of fresh air for you if you've been stuck on a certain income level for a long time, if you've been struggling with productivity, you feel that you are not realizing your potential, you are not fulfilled, maybe you are lacking that clarity around your next steps, and your enthusiasm and motivation are low as a result of that. So if you are on this stage right now, I actually offer like a free manifestation assessment call for such people. It's a 30-minute call where I'm trying to kind of diagnose your current situation and figure out like why your income might not be growing, why you might be stuck, what might be preventing you from realizing your true potential, and how can human design, how can the understanding of your body graph actually help you get unstuck. So guys, if you are interested to do this free assessment with me, there will be a link where you can book this 30-minute appointment. The link will be in the description box, and I'll be looking forward to speaking with you if you believe that human design can help you get more clarity and get unstuck, get your business basically to the next level. So thank you very much for watching this video, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in my next one. Bye bye.